So we randomly turned on CNN, and
Big mistake.
We laughed at the introduction, but still didn't think it was going to be what it was. The woman was like, up next, we're going to host a debate on Eric Snowden. Was he
a traitor or a hero?
Yeah.
You're about to hear from both sides.
Did you even use the word hero?
Yeah.
I thought it was like...
It was...
Is he a person or a traitor?
No, the direct quote was, is Edward Snowden a hero or a traitor?
Okay.
You're about to hear from both sides. So both sides ended up being former CIA, Bob Baer. And
I think he was the one who was on... I don't even know. Both sides were against him.
Yeah, both sides were against the two opponents they had on both hate Edward Snowden. And literally Bob Baer is on CNN, first of all, calling China the enemy, and then suggested Snowden is on China's payroll.
Right. So he suggested, and so I'm like, oh, I guess it's going to be the other guy that's pro Snowden. And he's like, he is arrogant. Why is he in China? And
No,
I'm like,
so he said, quote, that Snowden showed terrible judgment and stupidity by going to China.
Both sides. One thinks he works for China. The other one thinks he's stupid.
And then Bob Baer said he's not Daniel Ellsberg.
Daniel Ellsberg said he is Daniel Ellsberg.
He hasn't exposed a crime, which goes back to what we were saying. It's like, what happens when the U.S. government legalizes crime?
Right.
He's still a whistleblower.
But it was just so nuts where I'm like... It kills me knowing that most of America watches these news networks because it's like you think you're hearing both sides. And it's like if you want to have two ex-CIA officials on to shit talk Snowden, fine. You do that shit all the time. Whatever. But don't fucking frame it like it's any sort of debate.
Yeah, and don't obsess over these. Like, I don't give a shit why Snowden went to Hong Kong. I don't. You know, like there's all these kind of speculation that like he thought that it would be harder to extradite him there and it won't be that hard and whatever. Well, I don't care about that small detail.
I mean, something else we should be debating is, you know, I've heard these like internet fucking tough guys be like, oh, if he's so brave, why'd he run away? Well, we could be debating why he ran away, or what I think would be way more important, why aren't we debating that if someone exposes a crime, they feel like they have to leave their family and go to China? Why? Because whistleblowers are in jail right now.
Yeah, I mean, Greenwald also brought up a good point where he's like, what country would have been safe for him to go to? I mean, the United States can pretty much go into any country and pull whoever they want.
Right, but I mean, I guess the point I was trying to make is, again, it's this false... sort of like we shouldn't even be debating why he went to Hong Kong unless you have evidence that shows he was a traitor or giving it to...
That's what I mean. Like, if there was actual evidence, of course I want to hear this actual evidence about anything.
It's like you give it to Glenn Greenwald.
But to have this trial in the media with totally uninformed former CIA officials saying stuff like, he might be on China's payroll. Who knows?
Right. And you're just planting, and that's classic CIA, right? You're just planting that, because now... the way that gets turned into dinner time conversation is like, well, I heard he might be on the payroll.
And then
the next day at work, it's like, I heard he's on the payroll.
Right.
And it's like, holy shit.
Well, why would he be in China if he didn't have anything to do with the Chinese government? And
when the story should be, why, when you expose a crime, are you so scared for your safety that you have to leave your home and country? That's what everyone should be saying. Not why did he go to China? Why does he feel like he has to go to China? That's the story.
I even saw really gross stuff in liberal circles about people saying stuff, again, you know, obsessing with the personality of Edward Snowden. Well, how does a guy who doesn't even get his high school diploma end up getting a high-paying job with contractors and stuff like that, which is such a fucking horrible classist thing to say. And that to me is just, it's revealing not just on, you know, the conservative side when they obsess over the personality, but on the liberal side too. I mean, whether you're just talking about him as a hero or saying like, how did he get such a high paying job or something like that?
Fucking pieces of shit.
You should be talking about the larger issues. So